Hello everyone. This is my opinion to the question about to the topic proposed in the activities guide. First question. Why what do I think about this? It really is a very difficult situation, but the love for a child surpasses anything. And in a situation like this, I consider that a parent would writing the same why that's evidence in the whole history of Harambe. I know it will not be a fair decision because the gorilla is a wild animal and acts by instinct. It isn't its fault that the careless mother let him alone in a moment, something that often happens with the children. It is necessary to take into account the gorilla is one more in the list of the endangered animals and therefore is necessary to preserve its species. But in this case, it provides the life of the child more than the one that the gorilla, no matter the situation. The question, what will I do in this case? Well, in a moment of anguish, I think that the first thing I would think of is to save me some. If at the moment the wards were closed and with a weapon to the side, this would be the option, I believe, to calm it inside this life of the gorilla as long as I don't reach that of my son. It's a situation that doesn't get to the end. One simply acts regardless of, in most cases, the consequences. Maybe I volunteer its leg with a club, a rag, or something to hit the get his attention. It was only think about getting my son back at the courts without risking his life, of course. If everything ends well, I would recommend or to the administration for not having enough security for any human being outside the part of enter such places. The next question is, have I ever been in a similar situation? It happened to me that the dog threw himself at my son. I the first thing I thought about was to run and lead him, keep him from beating him. I kicked the animal aside and threw a stone at him. Although the he didn't look so aggressive anymore, but it was that instinct that made my think that my son's welfare was more important than that of the dog. Fortunately, nothing happened to my son, much less the dog. Besides, my son was close to me. I have to understand to dance. The children at the age of 3 years are so primarily restless. I was watching for him. I did was an instant that he looked out of my hand and approached the dog and the cold had been that the case in the zoo with the gorilla, without blaming the mother directly. And the other understand that animals act by their instinct. The other question is, what do I think is the best solution for this kind of situation? I think the best solution to avoid this situation is to understand that these animals don't have to be caged. They need their habitat and to share with their herds, just as we need to share with others, and if we are alone, we act aggressively like went to Harambe. The question, Am I good at making decisions or not? If if I find it hard to make a decision, what do I usually do? Yes, thank God I'm very strategic person. To make decision, the first thing I do is to take priorities and analyze what is the most important at the moment to be able to be determined and choose the best option. Tell about a big decision or event in my life. Mm, a difficult decision for me was to study English for several reasons. Science and knew all the difficult situation for me. First, I had very bad basis of the school and I didn't know anything about the language. Second, I didn't have enough resources to do the race, and lastly, the working schedule that didn't help me much to carry out the tasks and about all of the answer for a family and even more wasn't accustomed to the discipline that is needed to study, but made the decision, and thank God I had managed to overcome despite some of difficulties. Well, that's all. Thank you very much. Goodbye.